jump on top of them from the table, if they're not tall enough to get all the way to the top of that door, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. Well, whatever. Honestly, Kyle, like, I'd say good enough. Good enough.
Got it. Hey, Craig Kelly.
Whoa! Hey, Kelly, narrators. Welcome,
Kelly, what's going
welcome.
on?
Good to see all you. What's up, Kelly? Good to see you.
Not much. Playing Wind Waker, as you can see. Kind of celebrating a little bit from the announcement of Ocarina of Time.
I was gonna say, celebrate the break day where, like, oh my god, a lot of work got done this week and now I get to relax.
That too. So, yeah, Wind Waker hype. Yeah, let's go. Alright. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, you're Kyle, I think you're good. You got that empty bottle. That's the real. Even if you miss anything, the real prize was the empty bottle. You got it. I think let's go to the next island. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, but Kelly, yeah. I've been so busy this week. I didn't get to see. I saw the headlines over the past few days of all the gaming announcements. Man, I was so busy. I didn't get to watch a lot of the trailers. Well, hopefully I get to do that next few days. Me personally, yeah, Ocarina of Time remake announced. I'm personally very excited. Finally, Persona 6 is actually finally announced after all these years. It's finally real, but we're probably gonna need to wait many more months for it to actually be real for that reason. So yeah. Let's see. What else? I was asking this earlier on with other people in chat. What other hype things going on? Nintendo specific games, sure. But I'm trying to think. There were other ones that were non-Nintendo that were announced even before the Nintendo Direct.
Yes. Do you know?
Oh wait, first, yeah, cutscenes. Yes. It's kind of hard to miss it, Kyle, right?
Forest Haven.
Forest Haven. Here you go.
Deku tree. Oh, here we go.
Yep, the Great Deku tree. You know who that is.
Yes. I'm very familiar with him. Speak from him. Yeah, while you sit out here just...
And of course, yeah, that means he's just gonna sit there.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, cool, right? Yeah, Beetle posted up right here. Excellent, sweet. Alright, let's go in there. Yes, exactly. And speaking of that, you should definitely get a map of the forest. Like, before you go inside the island itself, you should definitely feed the fish and get the map. Because this, as you can tell, this is a very important island. Bye! Got it. Bye!
Alright, let's go find this fish.
His voice lines are so funny.
Yeah! Oh, there he is. Already found him.
Nice and close. Boy, small fry. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, okay, so yeah.
Force it. What are we learning here?
Okay. a wee bit north of this island, I've sometimes seen a merchant of incredible girth, monstrous pack on his back.
Isn't he talking about who we just...
You know, what he could be doing on that lonely little isle. I tell you, there's some strange folk in the world, Spry.
Huh.
And that's all the info I got to offer. You want to hear it again? Yeah. Give him bait again. I believe... Yeah, don't worry about it. You could just start doing some story stuff on this island. I think I do know what he's talking about. Maybe you just didn't go to the island that Fish just described with the character. I don't think you win on the island. You can do it later. Don't worry. Since you're here, I mean, don't you? You're right. Do you want to do more story? Yeah, this is this place to do more story after all.
We're already
Let's
here.
get in there.
Might as well.
There's a post box over here. Okay.
Whoa.
Hey, yeah, you actually did something on accident. You can indeed do stuff like that. Local Baba seed. And I'll just tell you now that it did on accident. Fun fact, the grappling one can steal items. It can steal items from enemies. It doesn't do any damage itself. I would just make that clear. It does not do any damage directly, but it can steal items. So that's actually really fucked up. Well, got eaten by a Venus flytrap. Oh, stop wasting the bait, please! Stop wasting the bait. No, the bait is low-key. Yeah, honestly, it changes something. Real talk changes something. So you really gotta stop wasting it. That stuff is extremely valuable. Yeah, Kyle was like, why don't you just swing your sword and attack it? Just start attacking it. Why does a plant have money? Who knows?
I ate some.
Yep. Yeah, and I love it. The Link's eyes were actually looking at this as well. It's just such a nice touch of this game. When in doubt, just look in the direction the players look where Link is looking. Yeah, Kyle. Not gonna lie, this might be, I don't want to say tricky, but it might be somewhat frustrating. If you fall in the water, I don't think you can fight the current. I actually think if you fall in the water at all, then it's going to shove you all the way back. Current is unfortunately too strong to swim against. Link's little weak arms and legs. Little child. Watch out this lane. Yeah, watch out, Kyle. I think I should just tell. This is a classic Zelda enemy. I'll just tell you, those things shooting rocks at you from the water. Basically, the only reliable way to kill them is to take out your shield and deflect the rock back at them. This is a classic Zelda enemy that I wouldn't blame you for not recognizing. Trust me, Kyle, that thing is gonna annoy the hell out of you. They're gonna keep on shooting rocks while you try to cross the path. Yes, you're right. That classic Zelda enemy. You deflect and rock that at it, and it kills you. It kills itself. Imagine trying to do this without doing this first time and killing him. It's gonna be really annoying, as you can tell. Alright, when in doubt, look at where Link's eyes and head are turning. He's looking upwards because of this. And it's such a good idea. Crazy, none of the other Zelda games do this. Like Link just looking with his eyes and head in the direction to give the player a hint. None of the other Zelda games, even Breath of the Wild doesn't do this, Kyle. It's kind of crazy. The other Zelda games just don't do it. I think it's such a good idea. It's such a good, easy to understand idea that if you know, you know, and if you don't want any help, you don't need to follow the direction of Link's eyes. In fact, you don't want any help. Yeah, and that, yes, that, yeah, you already nailed it. Yes, it's because his eyes and his head are so expressive and so big and bold on the screen. The artistic style allows them to actually do it like that. Again, which is, I gotta go on a rant again, which is why it's crazy that people dislike the video game. The fact that it had so many good ideas that, frankly, even still to this day, other Zelda games don't do. They don't even do the ideas that this game had like 15 years ago. And I think it nailed it basically perfectly 15 years ago. In the original game release, I think they nailed it. They already got it perfect.
Yeah. I can't remember the backlash.
As I said before, because the follow-up to Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, like, looks like so cartoony for kids versus the quote-unquote realistic graphics of Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. That's why people are playing. Which is why, as I said, when you eventually get to play Twilight Princess Hall, that is the quote-unquote most realistic Zelda that they ever made. Loki, I still think Breath of the Wild, Skyward Sword kind of went back to that sort of cartoony shell-shaded. Twilight Princess Loki, I think, still is the most quote-unquote realistic graphics of any Zelda game still today. That was due to backlash from Wind Waker. They're like, oh, you want realism, realistic graphics? We'll give you realistic graphics. And that's literally the design from day one of Twilight Princess. They designed it from the ground. This is going to be the most realistic looking Zelda game you've ever played. There you go.
You're talking about that one.
There are other reasons for that. Same as Skyward Sword. There's backlash for them. I think most of them got something. Yeah, I think, I hate to say it, like, this kind of thing, haters gonna hate. At a certain point, haters gonna hate.
Yeah. And then now it looks back and
yes, exactly. Haters gonna hate, and then in hindsight, oh, well, I actually did really like it. Yeah. Why'd you complain so much in the time? Well, there's a lot, right, Kyle, there's a lot of things you can say about that. Okay, but for cutscenes. I was gonna be talking until cutscenes. Oh, here we go. Oh, shit! Is there something on my face, Link? Like, I always thought, is there something on my face? help with that, sir? Like, yeah, and to the thing, I'm pretty sure the king is gonna tell you what to do here. What are you doing, guys? Jump the creatures off his face. You know how to knock them down? Funny thing is, Kyle, you do this a lot of times on accident, Kyle. Or accident. What? Kyle, you've done it on accident. It has to do with the rolling. It has to do with the rolling. You've done this on accident many times. This is actually what you do. Get a good head start, get some momentum. They can kind of hide, quote unquote, hide, but yeah, it's not really hiding, is it? It's like, okay, here you go. Oh, okay, wait. So, well, who do you want to do this voice? You know who this is, Kyle. Who wants to do this voice?
Yeah. Oh, I'll do it.
And Link's like, oh, what the fuck? The talking tree. Honestly, same, Link, same. Fucking talking tree. What the shit? Oh, Link's like, oh, okay. Like, funny, yes, he was speaking in the ancient language that you, Link, and nowadays obviously has no idea what the hell he's talking about.
Speaking Latin. You've seen better days, Deku.
No, he has a giant chin and a big nose too. He looks different than the other Deku tree, doesn't he, guys? That's what's so funny. He's called the Deku tree, but he looks different. He literally does look different, doesn't he?
Where's your mustache? Oh.
Yeah, sorry, Kyle, no mustache. No, he has a big nose and a big chin now.
That looks
and also like a weird buck tooth. Yep.
ugly. Sorry.
Yeah, no, low-key, I kind of thought it was a downgrade from the Ocarina of Time design as well. I do kind of think it's a downgrade. Yeah, he looks uglier. Or, well, he just, well, I mean, like, not that's a bad thing for the developers. It's more like, damn, they tried something different. Damn, you really did just, if your goal was to make him uglier than Ocarina of Time, I'm pretty sure they succeeded.
Yeah. No. I mean, it's weird. And he looks a lot smaller here. Tell me why.
Why, yes, it was.
Why does the tree have a tooth? Hey, whoa.
Praising my wood, the regions around my wood. Hey, tree, we don't want to hear anything about the regions around your wood, okay? Yo, like, Link is like 10 years old. Like, hang on a minute. Hey, yo.
Holy shit again. This motherfucker's back. Back again.
God, guess who's back? Back again.
Gross. Little turtles. Let your heart beat. What happens if you accidentally said he's red? Can he change his mind? Or is that just actually like fucking double flop?
Okay, check this out. Look at this, Kyle.
I remember these guys.
The music, yes, you do know what the chords are, don't you? Because of Breath of the Wild. That's what's so crazy. I'll explain after the cutscene why it's like the chords are so notable because of the Breath of the Wild. What do you call yourself? We could just trade voices with it. What do you call yourself? They're like literally like children, like tree children, basically. What do you call yourself?
My God, he's ganged up.
Oh shit, he's about to die right now.
What, 8-on-1?
Okay, we could just trade voices because there's so many of them. Just trade
Well, then,
trade
bud.
roles.
He's very close. That's 5 times. Or is this him? Oh, it's a Deku tree.
Oh yeah, I think the Deku tree is explaining this. Yeah.
He's just not moving his mouth, basically. Alright. Once upon a time, long ago, the corpse took on human forms. But when they came to the sea, they took these shapes.
It's such an interesting thing for the timeline and the
What the
lore.
fuck
I'll
happened to
explain that.
evolution?
They took on human forms before, yes, when they were known as the Kokiri, that were in Ocarina of Time. Yes, they used to be known as the Kokiri. The Koroks are very similar, also live in the woods. Yeah, because they're basically the evolution of them. I'll get into it later.
Now they're free people, but to be, they will ever be just little children.
So yeah, Kyle, here's a good question. What happens if you take off that leaf covering your...
Oh, they're gonna be ugly as fuck.
Yeah, or they're fucking like a terrible, horrible creature. Like, oh god!
Well, they probably like
Put
had
it
some
back
sort of
on!
feature,
Put it back on!
not feature. It had some like features of a human kind of like, if anything.
Yeah, god.
So it's gonna be kind of messed up as it happens. You come just in time to assemble the corpse whole. Once every year, it's about to begin.
Wow, perfect timing, right? Like, it's not like they were just waiting for you to show up.
It is a sacrifice, and you are that.
Yeah, and Link, because you are perfectly in the center, and now it's time to die. Goodbye, Link. And look, he's literally on the pedestal already, and now we sacrifice. Right, the sacrifice has been presented. Now, get inside the Deku tree, and he will swallow you whole.
Yeah.
There you go. He'll consume
as
you
a
now.
part of an offering
Goodbye,
gift.
Link.
I shall grant the pearl to you once their ceremony is complete.
Why can't you do it now?
Oh, but ceremony? What are we doing here? Just apologize for the brief delay. But the server's not completely soon. An ill fate could befall us. Holy shit! Yeah, this could be like... It's a life or death situation here. So we'll begin. Are you ready, my children?
Dude, yeah, Myra Rose. Wait, you know what? No, because I want you to do Makar. I'll do this guy. We are not Doguri Deku Tree! Something terrible is happening! It is Makar! Makar! I want you to do Makar, so I'll take this guy.
Oh man, the knuckleheads.
Damn, great. Here we go. You're always late, eh? Jesus.
The knuckleheads.
No! It is not that! Doguri Deku Tree! Makar! Fell into the Forbidden Woods! Forbidden Forest vibes, Kyle, and yes, it is as forbidden as scary as the Forbidden Forest from Harry Potter.
What?
What? Look at this.
The forbidden
Shit.
woods?
A fuck? Like, it's Kyle, he's like, basically, in Texas large, he's like yelling. He's like yelling, what? The Forbidden Forest! He's fucking pissed. I told him to be careful, but still, a car flew above the Forbidden Woods like an idiot, and as he drew close to it...
Got sucked into it.
What an idiot. Basically, what a freaking idiot. Oh, guess whose job this is gonna be? Yep. You guessed it.
I've kind of known that actually from Breath of the Wild. There was a forbidden forest. It's that one.
I mean, they have taken a child of force. I'm pretty sure Makara was just an idiot and kind of like. What do you mean they took him? I'm pretty sure he was just an idiot. So
He just did it by himself. He didn't. Just, yeah. Princess here is very mistake.
guess whose job it's gonna be? It's not like it's not like I have hands or feet to do it myself, so. But Great Deku Tree, people cannot fly through the air. No shit. Yeah, he called you fat. He actually just called you fat.
Fast. You must lose 10 pounds.
I remember this. What the hell is this?
Okay.
Yeah, right, guys, like, what the fuck? Yo, what just happened? I think how he just kind of, he did something nasty, and then he grew one single leaf. What the fuck? What? Why did... Kyle, did you see that face he made? Why did you put so much effort for that? Oh, wait, Kyle, you low-key even as a kid, like, even as a kid, I was like, you see the face he made? He screamed, made a lot of effort, and something came out of him. And now you need to grab the thing that came out of him, Kyle. Yes, I'm serious. You need to grab the thing that he came out of inside of him, if you catch my drift. Why do you think he made the face and screamed, Kyle? You know what I'm saying?
I guess that's what that would produce when that happens.
But what's crazy is like, damn, what the, he produced one single leaf. Really? A single leaf? Like, I don't know, maybe he's getting pretty old. I think the Great Deku Tree is getting pretty old. Hang on a minute, like, what's the Great Deku Tree? All that effort for one single leaf? Like, okay, I'm pretty sure. Okay, but yeah, jokes aside, yes.
Alright.
So he's like, oh, sorry, I grew it up there. Hey, could you go get that for me, Link? Okay, sure, dude. Alright, all the jokes aside, yes. Now, all the Koroks are here. Well, yeah, you already know the goal is to like make your way up this entire cavern, up to that leaf that's up there. But in the meantime, I'll explain to you and the rest of the chat. See, what's fascinating, guys, you know the Koroks. They were in Breath of the Wild. See, what's crazy, Kyle, is that the Koroks, as they appear now, this is the very first game they ever even existed, okay? Existed. The Koroks have never existed in any Zelda game until this game. It kind of blew my mind how, even at the time when they announced and showed footage that the Koroks were coming back in Breath of the Wild, there's a lot of nerdy stuff about the timeline, but to simplify it like this, Breath of the Wild takes place after Wind Waker. Confirmed, because it has to. Kyle, in Breath of the Wild, fun fact, there are some times you can see rocks, salt deposits. Oh, yes, collect those things. Yeah, those are actually gonna be useful for you. Yes. Yes. Yeah, you can actually collect it. Good. Yeah, no, that is, I actually didn't realize you could do that when it was good, but yeah, no, you're probably gonna want to just keep that one. Probably keep that one. Don't worry about it. It'll come in useful later. Anyways, so back to the Korok stuff. So what's crazy is, yeah, you know them, and they're in Breath of the Wild, and they look kind of the same. As he said, they used to be human shapes, as in the Kokiri. The Great Deku Trees, like the Koroks are. Oh wait. Magic power, find my leaf, magic jars. Yeah. Build up your that leaf. Oh well, he's saying a bunch of stuff that. Well, first of all, you need to collect the leaf. You still just need to collect the leaf to even. All that stuff that he says doesn't matter until you collect the leaf. Yeah, so basically, speaking of Ocarina of Time remake, here's the timeline, guys. The Kokiri, where the children of the Deku Tree in Ocarina of Time, and they look like small little children. They look like very, very tiny children, despite being like maybe hundreds or thousands of years old. As this Deku Tree just said, they used to look like humans, and then when the sea took over Hyrule and stuff, then they now look like these wooden creatures. Yes, the Kokiri became the Koroks. Different name, basically, that the Kokiri were their ancestors. And this is already been proven with the timeline that yes, Wind Waker takes place after Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. It does. Finally, Breath of the Wild called Breath of the Wild then proven that it takes place after Wind Waker. You see the Koroks, proven. But the point is, how do we know it takes place after? It's because in the world of Breath of the Wild, not Hyrule, there are rocks that you can break that give you salt. And if you look at the description of the salt, it says something like, this looks like sea salt. This is not just any salt, this is sea salt. But how is this possible? There's like mountains and stuff that are like above ground. Why is there rocks with sea salt? It'll become more clear the more you play Wind Waker, but I think it's obvious what I'm getting at. How can rocks exist that have sea salt in Breath of the Wild? The entire land of Hyrule is covered in sea in this game, is it not? That's why. Breath of the Wild, if you consider naturally what happens, like just in the real world, as time goes on, as the sea shifts and evaporates, the stuff that is at the bottom of the sea remains. Yes, that's literally already happened on real world Earth. Okay, is this cool, Cyle? Yes, you're already doing it. Oh, careful, you're gonna get hurt. But basically, all that stuff, long story short, proves that Breath of the Wild with the Koroks takes place after Wind Waker. So Cyle, it's funny, like, oh, I recognize these guys. Yeah, Cyle, these are what came after Wind Waker. Wind Waker is the very first time these creatures ever existed. Oh, interesting, right? Yeah. The fact that they're in Breath of the Wild kind of blew my mind because it proves that that game takes place in the timeline after Wind Waker. After the sea dried up, there's salt deposits that has to take place afterwards. Me and a lot of the Zelda nerds, we're all nerds for the exact place in the timeline that Breath of the Wild, it's still debated. Fun fact, where Breath of the Wild and the sequel and all the stuff exactly takes place, we do not know as a fact, but what we do know and can assume is without a doubt it takes place after Wind Waker, which is why I wanted to mention that. I'm a nerd about that. I love that timeline. I love the lore stuff. I've always been a fan of that. Funny enough, Cyle, you playing Breath of the Wild first and getting to know the Koroks, funny enough, you're playing in reverse, right? You are playing this in reverse. The Koroks existed in this game first, and then they were added to Breath of the Wild years later. But with that stuff said, here you go, the Deku Leaf. Now, the Deku Leaf is an awesome item. This is a great item. Hell yeah, now you have a magic meter. Yes. Swordsman over here! Please, you must fly from over there to here using your Deku Leaf. So what's it's kind of crazy. He just doesn't explain at all how it works. Like, maybe I'll just let you try it out first. Yeah. I guess you could save it, but even if you fall, you're still gonna need to make your way back up here, so. I'll let you try it for yourself for the first time. They really don't explain how the hell the Deku works, does it? They really don't explain it. It's like, alright, anyways, hey, over here! Hero, over here! Okay, so I would suggest doing this from a lower, like, cliff. Cyle, they said you can fly with this. How do you fly, Cyle? Well, Cyle, what's the first step of flying, Cyle? Let's ask it like, it's a weird question, but Cyle, what's the first step of flying? Oh, there you go. You see, jump and then use it. Exactly, right? The first step of flying is you gotta jump and then you gotta use it in the air.